Two Faces for Radio.
Before we get into this, sorry for the rapping.
That's okay. We got I opened mine earlier, so
we'll get into what I'm doing in a second. So, what was the first thing you did when you got back in town? Any crazy spots you had to go check out? Or?
Dude, you know what's really sad is I got back and immediately wasn't feeling well, and I got COVID, and I was just at home doing absolutely nothing for like a week, and I've tested negative since.
Nice.
Don't worry.
Nice.
We're good.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, he slides all the way over there. I literally got home and just like slept and watched every series ever that I had been waiting to watch.
Yeah.
And it sucked, but like if there was a time for me to get COVID, and like this was the time because I had like just finished all my work for the year and everything. So
Yeah. Did your family get it at all, or were you staying at their house?
no, I was staying at their house and nobody got it. Thank God. Like none of my friends got it or anything. So I've kind of just been like hustling to hang out with all my friends and like fit all that in. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Jeez.
Back to LA.
I'm going to Punta Cana actually.
Wow.
In the
Holy
Dominican.
shit.
Yeah.
What resort are you staying at?
I don't think we're staying at one. We didn't want to do like the all inclusive. We wanted to do
He just wants to be homeless on a beach.
kind of like that energy.
We went to this place called, was it Viva, Clay? I believe so. Yeah, Viva. Oh my gosh, dude.
Really?
Unbelievable.
In Punta Cana?
Yeah, in Punta Cana.
Oh, sweet.
Probably my
You're gonna have
favorite
to give me-
vacation.
You're gonna have
I've
to
taken
give
in
me
my
some
entire life.
Rex.
That's such a weird word to say.
What?
Punta Cana.
I know.
Punta Cana?
Isn't Punta bitch? But it's Punta,
Yeah.
so it's not bitch.
I don't know. I feel like Cancun's just super overrated, and Punta Cana is like the actual.
See,
spot
that's
to
where
go.
I was.
Punta
We
Cana,
had
Punta
a
Cana.
like Cancun or whatever you just said.
Yeah.
Cancun place booked, but we just decided to switch it
Didn't
up.
Punta Cana have a major issue with like the alcohol a
Punta
few
Cana,
years
Punta
ago?
Cana, Punta Cana.
You gotta shut up. I feel like they had a major issue. Like American tourists were going there and getting poisoned by
I did
shit
go-
they put in their drinks.
I did go to Cancun.
Love that.
Cancun was like right before I went to college. My family, we all went there. We took some friends and everything, and they were encouraging me to get drunk. And it was my first time drinking. I wasn't a big drinker in high school, but they really wanted me to do it before I went to college. So, I kind of got the feeling, kind of like knew what I was doing. My friends have drank before. So I was like, y'all got me, right? Like, you're good. They did not get
Not
me
have ya.
whatsoever. They were all like, yeah, no, you got another. Nope, take another shot. Yeah, you're all good. Another one. And then we went on a boat the next day.
Oh,
Oh my God.
By the way,
That's
it's
so
got to be
tough.
this way.
No, okay, no, I read
I got
it,
a big ass
actually.
nose, so I'm able to
I
tell.
read
This
it.
little
Says,
lip.
It says trigger up.
Trigger up?
Yeah.
So
Trigger
what's
up.
wrong? Okay, that's right. What if we just did that?
Okay, for those-
feel like I create a seal around my mouth that
For those listening, we
Oh, yeah,
got
shit, we haven't explained this
O2. We
yet.
got O2 Blast. It is oxygen in a bottle. It's supposed to re-energize our body, and yeah, courtesy of the Smiling Morning Show, who's the station here at ZPL, the morning show, and they've given us a few,
Shout out.
and
Do we just want to do this now? The anticipation's killing me. I just feel like I
feel
gotta
like
try.
we're gonna just have a lot of energy after this, and that's good for
it says
hanging out. I don't know.
there's a huge ass warning box.
Oh, good.
here.
Uh-oh. What's it say?
Pretty much, don't put it in fire, and don't puncture or incinerate the. Oh gosh, it's
Okay.
telling me not to incinerate the container. Really makes me want to.
I want to
the
shake it, but
container.
you shake it and there's nothing in
got
it.
air
It
in
feels
it,
like
dude.
everybody's already used all the oxygen.
Well, yeah, they just
It's
resealed
like
it.
a Lay's potato chip
It
bag.
does. Yeah, it feels empty.
Are we going for it?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
3.
Trigger up.
Wait, you got to inhale like 5 to 10 times, right?
Is that right? I mean, I don't
It
know how much
says
air's in this
inhale
thing.
2
How
to
do you know when
10.
it's
2 to
empty?
10 breaths.
Depress trigger to activate flow of oxygen. Inhale 2 to 10 breaths before. Oh, before.
I just fired it.
I fired mine. We're ready to go.
Wait, it says inhale 2 to 10 breaths before.
I'm just breathing in the thing.
All right,
I guess
here
I'm seeing your face doing it. I don't know what the fuck.
we go. Are we gonna over oxidize ourselves? This sounds fun.
That's weird. I don't know what I expected, but you could feel it coming out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
about
what
to
I
get some
expected.
tingly fingers and
Ooh.
everything.
That
All right,
feels
I'm
weird.
starting with 3 breaths.
That feels weird, and that remes me of what's it called? The toilet thing?
The toilet,
A
but
bidet. A bidet.
How does
I've
this
never
remind
used
you of
one
a
of those.
bidet? He
just-
has, and he's got some
It's
funny
weird.
fucking
It's
stories.
just, it's weird because it's.
Well, that was interesting.
I feel weird.
It's recreational oxygen.
I think
like,
you feel weird because you think you're supposed to feel weird.
Yes, yeah.
It's like the placebo effect. So I definitely feel the exact same that I did.
I feel light.
Do you?
Yeah, it's probably just straight, like you're saying. Oh,
Hell if I know.
jeez. Okay, so you got home, you got COVID.
Yep. Love that story.
So you kind of got lucky because didn't you record all those 25 days of Christmas or whatever you called it beforehand?
Yeah, so that's exactly what the last month has been. I didn't know how much work this 25 Days of Christmas thing was going to be, but it was like each cover took a good 3 to 4 hours to record, and then like
3
another
to 4 hours.
Well, yeah, because I'm like producing everything top
Are you
to
doing
bottom.
the whole song?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I saw on
Like,
Instagram you used to do the little
production.
snippets,
Well,
but-
yeah, I did the snippets, but like I still got to produce it and then
I just
like,
thought you took
sing
an
it and
instrumental
mix
from
it.
YouTube or something.
Nah,
No, you did it all.
Yeah, that was kind of the point. Is like I'm really trying to get into my production bag and like get better at playing guitar, producing, so I can just be more self-sufficient.
Do you feel like,
Like
you're better
down the
after
road.
this?
Oh, for sure. Like
That's
it just
hot.
kind of forced me to sit down and figure out every problem that was there. And
Is that why you did it, or did you get the idea from somewhere else?
I did. I mean, I did
Well,
it because I
both.
wanted to get better, but obviously. But like 25 Days of Christmas French, come on, it's just like too easy to like pass up. I don't know.
To market. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you have a favorite song that you did?
man, I mean, I got the unreleased songs that I put out there that
True.
I'm so excited to finally do something with.
Okay, so we're just going to dive straight into music
Yeah,
then.
we'll get right
Dude,
into
Yeah.
I was bumping Oh Well earlier today.
Let's go.
It sounds so good in the car.
Thanks, man.
So good.
The mix just got nailed so hard.
So did
I'm
you do any of the
happy with
production
it.
on that since you did a lot on the 25
No.
things, or-
So a lot of me working on production shit has been the past couple months, and it's crazy to say now. Like I made Oh Well and like Avalanche and all those like last year
Yeah.
at this point, like last December, last January or whatever. So
Seems so long ago that you say that.
yeah, I wasn't like quite in the production bag yet, but my roommate Pink Slip at the time produced that with Rob Inverness is another producer that I've kind of like been working with a whole bunch, and they tag team that one and just absolutely nailed it. So we got a lot of songs coming out for sure.
Nice. So anything that you have like dates set in, or
Man, it is just crazy right now. I don't even know. Like TikTok's just everything, and it sucks to say, but it's so true. Like just teasing music and seeing what people are reacting to, and
okay, so that's
Moment
an interesting. Go ahead.
With TikTok, the first time I referred to something as a TikTok song, that's when I was like, wow, okay, TikTok's really got
It's
a
really
So
popping off.
weird.
Like when you look at
It's
the playlist that we play, it's like right now, where is the love? That Black Eyed Peas song that was made forever ago started
Yeah.
blowing up on TikTok because that little dance people were doing,
yeah.
like jumping around, like it's crazy. So, what's your method as far as approaching TikTok? Because we talk with a lot of TikTok artists on here because that's where the music's going, and I think
don't know,
Jackson,
like-
you could kind of vouch for this, but the general consensus is a lot of people don't finish the songs; they just put out a hook, and then they're like,
Yeah.
if it pops, we'll finish it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually like to just like put out just the hook. I'll put out like demo ideas, but they're usually full songs anyways. I don't want it to be like, I've heard just a lot of songs that have a really good hook, and then you go to the full song from TikTok and you're like, wow,
Yes,
this guy
all
gets
the
it.
time.
the rest of the
All
song is
time.
just all right. So I'm just like never trying to make music for TikTok first. Like,
Okay.
I obviously have it in the back of my conscience while I'm making a song, but like at the end of the day, like I just want it to be a good song. Like I'm not
Yeah.
worried about like just TikTok right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's a
Do you feel
fad,
like you
and-
lose or gain anything from that? Because maybe there is that big market out there where if you just create like 30 hooks a day instead of 10 songs.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like all a balance of like artistic integrity and like doing what's working right now, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I couldn't tell you the first thing.
that-
I don't know
about
what the
it.
hell
That's
to do
the
on
big thing too.
TikTok.
Is there's no right answer.
Yeah, exactly.
People work with TikTok. Or
And I-
TikTok works for people. Instagram works for people.
Yeah,
Go
I
on
just like
tour.
really miss the days where I would like purposefully not show any piece of a song and then release it, and then like the entire thing is like
Special.
a whole surprise.
Yeah.
And now it's like with Oh Well, it was like I had to like really, I don't know, promote it just like
Market
2
it,
months
yeah.
before the song was coming out. And by the time it came out, it was like, it just felt like everybody was like, yeah, we get it. Like
We've heard this
we've heard
before.
this
Yeah.
hook a million times.
That sucks.
That
So
makes sense.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go.
Yeah. How was filming the music video for that?
That was
I
the
saw
most
you in
fun.
the back of a U-Haul, and I
I
was
was
like
gonna
stressing
say,
out the
yeah.
whole time. I was like, he's gonna fall out of that thing.
There's actually a really fun video. Sometimes I'm like stressed out about like acting in videos and like being on camera and everything,
Yeah.
but that one was just so easy. And that was also my first time like putting a bunch of makeup on. Did you see that scene where I got like jumped and then they put like the broken nose and the black eye and shit like that?
You're saying that wasn't real?
No, that wasn't real.
No one punched Christian French.
That's crazy.
I FaceTimed my mom right after the makeup got done.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I was like, Mom, I fell off the roof, like all this shit. And she was like, you got to go to the hospital. But I scared the shit out of her.
That's
but
funny.
That's
okay
awesome.
now.
So did you actually lose your car? Is this a thing?
Yes.
shit.
I got it back, but my whole team works downtown. That's like where their office is.
For those listening, it's a lyric in his song. Go check it out.
Yeah.
You're late.
And they have these like fenced in parking areas, and if you're not there by the time, they'll just lock your shit in there, and then like it'll get towed. And I was just too late to it, and I came back to just no car and a locked fence, and I was just like,
Damn.
Wow.
yeah, that's a bummer feeling. But
We got it back.
I like how you're picking this thing up like it's like
Like it's a drink.
a water. Yeah. Let me
You're
get a
just
sip.
like, it's real quick.
If anyone's wondering if you should go out and buy, I'm not going to say the name of the brand. I know Jackson already said I'm not trying to kill their sales, like from the 5 people that are going to listen to this. But don't buy oxygen. This thing is.
This is. I think you're right. Placebo effect.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I want to see if it runs out.
It's
going to.
gonna run out. I want to puncture the can.
He said don't do that.
I know that makes me
It's
want to
the
do
one-
it more.
It's the one rule.
The one rule. It's
Oh,
gonna
you
run
Should have
out.
done helium.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So you said you're
like this.
you're still working on music. Damn, this thing got cold after I did that.
Did it?
Yeah. Any album ideas? I know that was another lyric. Your label said no more songs on the album. What
Yeah.
the hell, label? Who are you with, by the way?
I'm with RCA.
RCA.
Disruptive Records and RCA. I'm like,
Gotcha.
It's like a weird thing where I'm like upstreamed. I'm not going to get into it, but whatever. Yeah, man, it's been a crazy, crazy journey to make like a bigger body of work. I've never done it before other than 6-song EPs, and I'm really trying to make something bigger than that right now. And yeah, it's just been really difficult because I just love making so many different like genres of music, and it just depends on what I'm feeling per day. And so I have all this music that I really love, but now it's just like diving in and seeing what's like cohesive and what is really like a body of work rather than like, well, these are a bunch of good songs and I'm gonna throw them together and we're
Right.
gonna see if it works.
Right. So you're trying to like figure out a flow for the album or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go back when I get back to LA and probably have like a couple more weeks of writing and like just tying up a bunch of loose ends, and I think I'm gonna have a lot better idea of where we're gonna be after that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's crazy. I've just never been this like intentional and like picky about a project, and it used to be like, okay, well, we made this song and it's good, so we're gonna
Here you go,
we're gonna put
world.
it out. And now it's like I must have like 150 like 200 demos by now, like from the start of making this project.
So
And
when
it's
you
just
say
like,
demo, what's that mean to someone like me that has no
just
idea?
like, you go in for a session during a day with somebody and you make a song. Usually like I'm in a session 3 to 5 times a week, and so every week there's like 3-5 more songs kind of in the bank. But
Gotcha. They're not completely finished, but they're just
you just kind of
ideas.
write the song, get the bones down, and if you listen to it and you really kind of like what's going on, then you go back and revisit it and kind of finish it. But
Got it.
if not, there's just kind of no point to.
So when did you go anywhere for Christmas?
I was just home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see like in-laws and everything?
I didn't see anybody because I was still sick.
Oh,
and
that's
so
Okay, so a normal Christmas when you're going, you're seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Is it like this? Like, are you getting like? Because with me, they're like, "Oh my God, how's college? Yeah, how's this?" For you,
Don't
it's
fail
like
in all my classes.
it's like
guys.
how's the album? Like, can you give me like?
yeah,
Oh, it's
definitely.
killer, yeah.
I definitely get the how is tour, how is the new music coming along question like every time I'm home. But I don't know. I'm super with it. Like my entire family, like even second cousins that I had never met were like at that indie show a few months ago. And then like afterwards, everybody stayed and I went and like hung out with all of them, and it was just really wholesome. So it's cool that they're all like really bought in and are like fans.
Yeah.
Which is,
I do want to talk about the tour in a minute, but I want to stick on the topic of Christmas for a little bit.
Totally.
When you come back in town, does anyone in the family like not believe your success, I guess? Are they kind of like denying it where you tell them like, yeah, I just went on tour,
yeah.
and they're like, who? Like 10 people were there? Like what?
Right.
I got this one cousin, Christian. He thinks he's a pop star or something. It's just fucking
Right.
I don't
'cause-
think it's that they don't believe it. They just haven't been there to see
the impact.
Yeah, like they haven't been to
Got
a
it.
show and seen fans like eating it up and just like loving it and
Singing along.
yeah, singing along and everything like
Yeah.
that. And so I think this last show was like a lot of the first times that my family had seen. So
Holy shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, this
Christian's
is
killing
actually happening. This
Yeah.
isn't like some like super underground shit." So
No, I'm sure Jackson can like say the same thing, but we go to family events and they're like, "Oh, you do radio? Like it's a high school radio station, not
Yeah.
ZPL, the station this guy grew up listening to, like a decent station."
Well, I went
Kind
over this Christmas. I told them I wanted to be a big dancer, and they were like, "No, never."
Jesus Christ, Jackson. Yeah, our last guest was Oliver Tree. Do you know who that is?
oh hell yeah, I know
Oh my
Oliver Tree.
Gosh, man.
How was that? That had to be a trip.
I don't know, like, how do you prepare for something like
I don't
that?
think
You know what I
There's
mean?
no
like,
way.
you can't prepare for
he
what
changes
he says.
it every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He comes in and he's like, he talks about the cronies and like the circus. We're like,
Oh
what
yeah,
are you-
he said he grew up in the circus. He was like, "Yeah, no, when I was like 8 years old, my family, like we just grew up in the circus. I was eating peanuts every day." I was like, "What the fuck?"
That dude's like whole career has to be so like it got to be so different from like mine, which is like Christian French. My name is also my artist project.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Oliver Tree can just be whoever the fuck he
How
wants.
does hell does
like,
that man walk out into the grocery stores?
He can just
Like,
like
is he rocking that haircut in the grocery stores with the big jeans and
I'm
everything?
sure. Like
gotta
I don't
be.
know.
It's a
You almost
brand.
have to
At the
dress
end of the day, I don't
ridiculous
know.
with that kind of haircut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Wow.
honestly, he makes great music and like talking about somebody who does the TikTok thing right, like that dude crushes it.
Well, it's funny because we talked to him and he said all the TikToks he's made have not been made in the past like 5 years. It's all stuff he has from so long ago that
Right.
he just reposts. And he's like, I got this video. We can cut this down to 15 seconds and post it.
God.
It's so
He's
crazy.
got his final tour coming up, which, to be honest, going on record, I don't think it's his final tour. I think it's a marketing scheme.
Ed Sheeran
Man,
said the same thing.
Yeah.
my tour manager's tour managing that tour. So
Really?
Oh, is
I'm
he?
like, yeah, I'll probably be out there at some point. Check
Okay,
it
so
out.
now that
I'll
we're on
let
the
you
topic
guys
of
know.
tour again.
There you go.
Yeah,
Like that
How
segue.
was it?
Nice
Like
transition,
segue?
boys. Man, it was just so awesome.
Yeah.
Like I can't even express how good it felt to just be back out there. Like
Yeah.
there's just like a whole you can just feel it. Everybody has a new like sense of like what touring is and like everybody's
Yeah.
just so much more grateful now to just be there.
Is Lollapalooza, because that's when we last saw you, was Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Is that on your tour? Like, do you know that's a date, or is that something that's thrown in there?
That was just before tour.
Gotcha.
It was like a
Oh,
month
well, yeah.
before.
Is the crowd reaction any different? Because, at a festival, something like Lollapalooza, of course you have your fans there,
Yeah.
but they don't take up the whole audience. It's just people are like, oh, no one else is on the side stage.
yeah, there's a lot of people just stopping by to be like, "What's up with this dude?" Like, I'm gonna
So
check
is
it out.
there a big difference between your tour crowds versus what you come to
For
face at
sure, there's
Lolla?
like more people bought in, like all
Right.
the way, and are
Yeah.
like singing all the words and everything, and like doing everything. But at the same time, like I've noticed that there's a lot of somebody who really likes the music bringing somebody who's kind of a fan, maybe knows a song, but they're just like going to go with the homie,
Got it.
and then they go and. So they're like half in and half out for the first couple songs, but I usually like hook them by the
There you
end
go,
for
yeah.
sure.
There you go.
So
Um,
wait, so do you organize your set list to be like that a little bit, to like hook them like in the beginning?
Oh,
and then just go-
absolutely! It is all like.
Do you do that, or does someone on your team do that?
I have to do it. If
Okay.
I don't do it, I would go crazy. But yeah, I usually like to come out with the bangers, couple bangers, and then kind of like tail it off into some mid tempo, maybe bring it down for a second, just kind of like on this constant wave of energy, just
I
to
would
keep
say
people like surprised.
That was me with Quinn. I went to go see Quinn in Indy like a year or so ago, and my friends I went with, they were big fans, and I was like, haven't really heard this guy, but I know
Mhm.
that song, yeah. And then by the end of the show, I listened to like every
Hooked.
album.
There
I was
you
like,
are.
"Damn,
That's
bro,
exactly
this
it.
is-"
That's funny. Do you
Yes.
have any like weird pre or post show rituals that you do?
Oh man, I'm kind of a psycho with the pre-show
Oh,
ritual.
shit.
Like
Here we
it's
go.
not like anything crazy, but I just have to do my shit, or I like get in my head like.
I snort oxygen tanks.
I just snort
5
a whole bottle
backflips and
of
then
it.
run
This
up
might
on
be your new
stage.
pre-show ritual. You're like, how? After this, I need my oxygen.
I don't know. Like on tour, like I don't drink. I don't smoke. I like am really conscious about what I eat, just so, like because there's like dairy messes up your voice. Like
Does it
Really?
caffeine dries your throat
That's
out.
why I'm a bad singer. I drink
Holy
milk all the
shit.
time.
Yeah, it just
Dang
like coats your vocal cords and like a mucus that's kind of gross, and I just don't like it. So I'm like always doing all that, but then like pre-show, smack dab, 40 minutes before the show, I'm like doing like physical warm up, like push ups, jumping jacks, all that shit.
Gotcha.
And then do a vocal warm up for probably 10, 15 minutes. And usually like have a tea and like steam my vocal cords and kind of like close my eyes and try to meditate and like
What's
just
a
get
vocal
into the
warm up
zone.
look like?
Oh, man.
You singing along to the
Just-
Teletubbies or do
La,
re mi
la,
fa
li,
sol
la,
la ti do?
Some
or-
weird noises you've never heard. Like,
Give me one.
oh, well, the gees are my guitarist's favorites. Like, gee, 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 gee. And you like do the full scale. It's fucking crazy. Then there's like
That's awesome.
lip flutters that are like the.
See, one time before our podcast, I was doing something like this, and you looked you looked at me like I was the craziest person ever. I was like, I'm having. You're
Well,
like, what the?
a podcast is different as
Well,
opposed to going out and
obviously,
performing in
yes.
front of a lot of people.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, but it's
gosh.
it's pretty funny to do in front of people that have like never heard me do it
Yeah,
before.
I'm
They
sure.
You can like catch them out of the corner and just like looking at you like. What
What'd you
the
just call the
hell?
last one?
The gees or the lip flutters?
The lip flutters.
Yeah, that's how I start out every warm up.
All right, I like that.
So then anything crazy like right before you hit the stage? Like do you guys do like a group huddle? And just,
Yeah,
like,
I
don't
mean we
fuck
do a
up
quick
guys,
group
or-
huddle, but I'm not really one for pregame speeches. I'm just
Got
like,
it.
yo,
You're
we
in
got
the
this
zone.
shit.
You're
Let's
locked
go.
in,
Come
ready
on.
to go.
Yeah.
100%.
Then we just go up there and crush it. That's about it.
Just go straight to bed afterwards.
Oh.
Dude, I could not sleep on tour. I just like my
Really?
adrenaline after every show is just going so hard that I would stay up till 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. And then it's like, there was one stretch of tour that was like 3 shows, 1 day off, 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 3 shows. And all the while it's like 5 to 9 hour drives between shows. And,
Yeah.
like, I just didn't sleep for like 3 weeks of that tour. And
Do you guys get a nice big bus or you run Sprinter vans?
Nah, bro, we're still in the Sprinter
Yeah.
land.
Well, you can't sleep in a Sprinter
No.
van. Holy shit.
Absolutely not. And it was routed for a bus tour, so it was just like all tough on the travel and things.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, we made it.
but
and-
worth it too.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't
So
know.
obviously you're going to say your Indianapolis show was the best.
It for real was though.
Okay, but what was second best?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yes,
Why is that?
bro. They go crazy every time. I don't know if it's like,
You've been
They
there
got-
before.
yeah, every time I've been there, I've been like, this is insane. Like,
Wow.
I don't know if they just don't have much to do and then they just like go to shows
think
and
they
like
do.
let it all out or what. But like,
This guy Christian French is coming. Let's go there. I gotta blow off some steam.
but it's not just me. It's like every single artist I've talked to is like, yeah, Salt Lake City, best show tour for sure.
really.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you map out a tour? So for someone like me, I see the tour flyers, like Olivia Rodrigo announced something not too
Yeah.
long ago, and no one ever includes Indianapolis, and I'm pissed off about it.
I know.
So what kind of planning goes into that? What kind of numbers do you look at in order to see where you're going, or is that not even
You just
something
kind of
you
look at
handle?
where the main audiences are. You can see that like through Spotify backends and like Apple
Oh,
Music
okay.
backends
Yeah.
and all that different stuff. And so you kind of get a gist from there and kind of like read what the last tour looked like and what worked and what
No
didn't.
matter
And-
what, will Indiana always be on your
Oh,
tour?
absolutely.
Nice.
It's my hometown, baby.
Hey,
Come
there you go.
on.
That's a good answer.
That's awesome. So wait, first venue you ever performed at in Indy?
In Indy. Oh man.
Was it
So
the Dome?
so it was like I'm trying to think of the name. I'm clicking buttons and everything now. Is it called the Emerson? Was that a place?
Yes, the Emerson.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Holy shit.
I know
The
this
hood.
like this rapper had like a 20-minute set or something. It was like one of those nights where there's just a bunch of rappers back to
Yeah.
back. And he asked me to like close out his set with Fall For You, which was like my first song I'd ever put on Spotify. And I was like, sure, why not?
Why not?
And but I had never done anything on stage and like literally just pulled up the Spotify track and I sang over it. And that was like
What?
my first performance. in
Who
front
were
of,
you
like,
opening
20
for
people.
at that point? Who was the main artist that night?
There wasn't one. It was just kind of like a showcase.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right. They do those showcases.
Yeah.
I used to DJ a lot of shows there for local hip hop artists.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually almost DJ'd for Lil Pump until a bomb threat was caught on the Emerson because they
Nice.
oversold tickets and people were upset they couldn't get in.
Wow.
So that was back when Lil Pump. That was right before he released Gucci Gang,
Oh
or
God.
else he would have been at the Egyptian
Crazy.
room or something.
Yeah.
But
But that was a funny experience though. That was like my first like backstage experience or whatever. I thought there was gonna be this like big green room where
oh, dude,
everybody's
the
like
Emerson
hanging.
is a garbage
I'm
can.
literally just sitting on the side of the stage, like waiting for my set to go on.
Well,
So-
now
go ahead.
with the whole tour and everything, do you have any I remember we were talking to Why Don't We a while ago, and they had their flip flops stolen one time when they were walking. Like I think Daniel was like
jumped down and took one of their flip flops.
Daniel said he was walking and flip flop taken. I don't know. Do you have any like crazy tour stories at all? Anything that's like?
I mean, are we talking like getting shit stolen? Because we've gotten shit stolen for
let's
sure.
hear about it. Screw it.
Anything that's
so
worth talking
on
about.
on the Quinn tour, we were in Kentucky and played a show and went to Nashville to play the show the next day. Got there, went to go like take out our laptops and in-ears and everything. Laptops are gone, in-ears are gone, all my headphones are gone. My guitarist who was like producing some of my music at the time had lost like his hard drive.
Wow.
And so it was like this big middle of tour headache. We had like have a show that night. We have no in-ears, no anything. So we have to like wear a shitty pair of like regular headphones for in-ears that night. And like couldn't hear a thing, but we made it happen. But the funniest part of the story and also the worst part of the story was my guitarist tried to back up his other hard drive. Like he had two, lost one. So he's trying to back one up and get a new one. Accidentally clicked wipe. And so he wiped 2 hard drives and lost everything.
Gosh.
Lost all of our projects that we were working on. And like after tour, I just had to go home and like remake everything.
Redo it all.
Yeah. But now we're here.
Yeah.
Shout out Hungover Sunday. Really made it through the trenches on that one.
That's
That song was produced like 5 different times.
Okay, so did you have any like crazy fan interactions?
The weirdest one I've ever had, bro, was somewhere in Canada. I'm like doing meet and greet, and this chick walks up and just pinches my nipples so hard. Like pinches it so hard and will not let go. And I have no idea what to do with myself. And I'm like trying to pull away, but she's still grabbing and it's just like gonna take my nipple off with it. And
Wow.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, come on. And then she just like
Let's
left.
start with a handshake first.
Yeah. And I was so distraught after that one. I had no idea what I was just
we
like,
were
wow.
doing ZPL birthday bash. I think it was like 2016 or something. We had Niall and we had Liam.
Yeah.
And the lines were so long and there were so many people. And this one girl went up and she was posing for a photo. And right before the photo was taken, she took Niall's hand and put it on her boob. And security flipped the hell out. And Niall, of course, being the gentleman he is, he was kind of backed up. Was like, okay, like, didn't want to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Let's make sure everyone saw. That was not me. But
About to pick up a
security,
sexual
security,
assault case or something.
security flipped out.
Dude,
man.
there were so many ways that I thought you were going to go with that story, and grabbing nipples was not on the list.
didn't think so, huh?
No.
Holy shit.
I didn't expect it either.
Holy shit. Grabbed
know.
your nipples.
Like on some bruised afterwards type shit.
Is this in Salt Lake City, Utah?
Nah, this is up in Canada.
Oh, that's right. You said Canada.
They were supposed to be nice in Canada. Maybe
Yeah, that's right.
She wasn't from Canada.
Yeah.
No way.
Guess not.
So, Punta Cana, what are you most excited about going to see there?
I don't really know. I don't really know what to expect. I'm just kind of like, we're just all kind of going.
Going with
And,
family, friends?
I'm going with my whole team. We're just
Gotcha.
like, we just been working super hard the
Little
past couple
celebration?
months, and we're just like, let's just let loose
Got
and
it.
not work on anything for 1 second.
Dude, you're going to love the airport down there.
Wow, really?
The
That's
airport.
not what
The
I can't wait
airport
to
is
go
the
to the
main
airport.
attraction of Punta
Let me tell you,
Cana.
it's a hell of a lot better than the one in Atlanta right now, okay?
Oh, good. That's where my stop is before Punta Cana.
Oh, shit, dude. You're
Have
going to be there a
fun.
year and a half.
Yeah, have fun. with that.
Dude,
You ever
the
been to
airport
Atlanta
in Punta
Airport?
Cana.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Shit, I'm not going to pull this
I'm
over.
probably going to, like, go do some deep sea fishing, like just chill on the beach and do nothing. And then maybe try to, I don't know, go on a little hike or something. Did you go, like, do any nature shit when you were there?
What did I do? We went on like an excursion for like a whole day, and we just went to like a really small island or something.
Oh, I heard about that. Was it cool?
It was cool. It was really
Yeah.
cool. You got to go out and like they had the sandbars with like the shallow water, and you can
Yeah.
see right through it. It's crystal clear. I'm trying to find a good photo of the airport for you.
I'm really
I was gonna say, you
curious.
Really,
You're talking it up.
you
Yeah,
really made this a main attraction.
like that's kind of it when you pull in.
So is there an airport? Is there a building, or it's just
So that's where it's funny, bro. That's what it looks like.
that the airport is wood?
Yeah, no.
And
So
straw.
you know when you go to like a tropical area like Florida or Punta Cana, whatever the fuck, they got like the that stuff is called Cana, or maybe it's Punta. It's
The
whatever.
top, like the top stuff
yeah,
of the roof?
yeah, like the little canopy things, like the leaves. It's dried out. I'm getting this all fucked up.
It's okay.
It's dried up like palm tree leaves or something, and they put it
Interesting.
on there and they call it punta or con or whatever. So the whole airport is that, and it's technically all outside. Like none of it's like
That's what it
closed
looks
off.
like,
So the
yeah.
fresh air comes through.
Wow.
Dude, you're gonna love
Well,
it.
in about 24 hours, I'll let you know that
Yeah.
on my
There
Punta
you go,
Cana
man.
airport
You're gonna be like,
experience.
dude, this
shows.
airport is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Instagram live that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy from ZPL told me this is about to be badass. He said he remembered it when he was 12 years old, and this stuff is horrible.
God, it sounds fun though.
Awesome, man.
All right, so what's next for you? I know you got a lot of songs that you said you got.
Yeah, we got a
ton.
lot brewing right now. Just kind of, I don't know, kind of narrow it down when I get back. That's like kind of step one. And all the while, it's crazy how fast it's coming up. But in like a little over a month, I'm going to Europe for a Europe tour. Hopefully, it's still happening. I haven't, heard much
How many
news.
stops are you planning on?
There's like 7.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a quick 2-week type
Nice.
you
deal.
headlining or opening? Or?
Headlining, yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
even
awesome.
better.
Hopefully, no
Um,
nipple grabbing.
Yeah, hopefully no nipple grabbing out there.
Yeah, who knows?
But man, I'm so excited for Europe. And just to I love playing really small, just undergroundy type venues. I just think it's
That's
like
always the best.
some shit you're
Yeah.
gonna remember forever. So yeah, there's that. And then off to the races with this project. And
New tour after that as well?
yeah, I'm
Never
actually
stops.
looking
Never
to
stops.
I'm looking to hop on like a bigger tour as an opening slot
okay.
again. I just think that'd be refreshing. I've kind of ripped a bunch of headlining tours in a row, and they've been great, obviously. But
Yeah.
That's how a lot of artists really grow too.
yeah,
more
just trying
exposure
to
that
hit
way,
some
yeah.
new markets and new demographics. And
I remember Post Malone opening up for Justin Bieber.
yeah,
And just
Didn't Ariana Grande open for Justin Bieber too?
maybe, yeah.
I don't know. dude.
That's how it always starts. It's
I don't
always
know.
totally.
something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
That is awesome, man. Well,
Awesome.
next time you're in town, hit me up, not the radio station.
Yeah, that's how it happened. I
ZPL, and he was like,
DM'd
"Hey, I'd
ZPL.
love for you guys to come through." And I see it like a month later. I was like, "What the hell?" Because
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but I forget what happened. I think something with this. I think we had an event that.
There was a
night.
Thomas Rhett concert that night.
I do not like country, dude. You will not
Cool.
catch me dead at a Thomas Rhett concert.
I've always wanted to go to Thomas Rhett, never have. So
Christian French over Thomas Rhett any day of the week. Well, thank you, man, for stopping by. This was awesome.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
get out of the rain a little bit.
Yeah.
It's raining nonstop.
I could not wake up this morning. Just so
Really?
sleepy. I'm still on LA time too, so like every day I've woken up at like 12 or 1.
Is it worse going there or coming back?
It's definitely worse
worse-
coming here
It is.
because like I go back and then I'm like kind of on Indiana time, and then I'll wake up at like
Yeah.
8 a.m. and I'm like, woo! Like
Yeah,
gotta
I was the
fall
same way. I was
asleep.
just in Arizona a few months ago, and I woke up at like 5. I was like, "What the hell is
Yeah.
wrong?" I'm like, "This is crazy."
But it's kind of cool for a sec to like. I never wake up in the morning, so when I do, I'm like, this is.
Let's hit
This is lit.
Starbucks.
I wonder what time it'll be in
McDonald's
Punta
breakfast.
Cana.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be the same
I
time.
think it is
Really?
the same.
Yeah.
Nice. That's lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Well, cool.
Cool. Yep. Let me know what you think of the airport.
Oh yeah.